Plaintiff Amanda Hohenschel says she and the defendant were childhood friends. And when they reconnected a year ago, they started dating. Amanda claims their entire relationship was based on drugs because they were both addicted to methadone. And she's suing him today for car damages and emotional distress. Defendant Daniel Mason admits he was a drug addict, but insists he was clean and sober before he started dating Amanda, and she caused him to relapse. Daniel claims Amanda once hit him in the head with a 12-pack of soda, splitting his eye open, and he's countersuing her for harassment.
Start with you.
Well, we were childhood friends, and we met up about a year ago, and we started dating. We dated about a year, 7 months to a year. It was just it was really good at first. Then it got really rocky, and we were into drugs. I ended up getting really hooked on him along with him.
What type of drugs?
Methadone. I was hooked on him along with him.
Methadone as in the heroin substitute,
yes,
not
methadone.
Crystal meth.
No,
Excuse
methadone.
me, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Pardon?
I wasn't doing drugs at the time until I started dating her.
All right.
No.
So she turned you out? Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
No.
I used to do them and I ended up quitting.
Okay.
No.
And then she turned you back out?
Yes.
All right. You proud of that?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. You interrupted me to tell me that the woman
No, I'm not proud. I'm
turned
not
you out
proud
on
of
drugs.
doing
It's
drugs.
usually the
but-
other way. Go ahead.
Anyways, I was hooked on drugs, and I ended up getting back into him, and today, I was 85 pounds back then. I'm 104 pounds now. I haven't touched them in a long time.
Good. How long?
Since, about 4 or 5 months, about the time that it all happened.
Oh, what all happened?
The windshield. So.
Okay, the windshield, the car damage.
Yeah.
Tell me about the nature of your relationship other than drugs.
Other than drugs?
Mm-hmm. I mean, did you all get along? Did you all
really
fight
rocky.
regularly?
We fought all the time, but that was the thing. It was all about drugs.
Excuse me.
Okay, you used to
Because
fight
when
all the time?
Yeah, when I would do something, he would get upset because I didn't share
Excuse
it
me,
with him.
Your
And what
Honor.
would he do then?
He would flip out, get angry, and
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Would he
And
put his
fight.
hands on you?
he has restrained me. He says he can do that. Yeah,
He
he's
can. If
restrained
you
me,
swing at him,
and
he is supposed to restrain you.
I wasn't. We were arguing, and he ended up restraining me, holding me down until the cops came, and he ended up
Excuse
popping
me,
a muscle
Ariana, can
out
I
of my
object to
arm.
what she's saying?
Come on up. State your name.
My name's Paula Mason.
Okay.
As far as the drugs go and her gaining weight, the only reason why she stopped the drugs is because she had a boyfriend before Danny, which was one of Danny's friends that she was doing the drugs with. Then the father had the baby for the day. She was supposed to be there at a special time to pick the baby up. She didn't go get the baby on time, so he did not let her take that baby. So the baby ended up being in custody of somebody else. And the only way for her to get custody back with her, like right now, her mother has guardianship of the child.
I released temporary custody over so I could
Quiet,
She's
ma'am.
stopping the drugs because she's trying to get custody back of her child.
She has to take drug tests.
That's
don't
the
have to
reason
take
why
drug
she's doing
tests.
that.
I
It's
haven't
nothing to
taken a
do with
single
these two
one.
fighting.
You say you don't have
I
to
don't
take
have to
it.
take drug
All right,
tests if
do
I'm
you have your
sick.
child back?
Yes, she
I
does.
have
Quiet.
her.
You have the
She's
child
with
back?
my mom. I have a custody court
She's with your
hearing.
mother. I'm saying this. You have custody?
I do. I don't. My mom has temporary custody until.
Okay, so you don't
the end
have
of the
your
month,
child
so.
back?
No,
Why
that's what I
not?
was just saying. Because I'm still trying to. Well, I have cleaned up. Now my mom's
I
kind
understand.
of.
That's not what I'm asking you.
My mom's
I'm
trying
asking
to
you
fight me
why,
for
ma'am,
primary
listen to
custody.
my question. Why don't you currently have custody of your child?
My mom's trying to fight physical custody for her, so I have
I'm
to fight my
referring
mother.
to you.
Me, they won't give it back to me right now because I haven't had the court hearing.
Have you had a court hearing
Yes,
since
we
your
had
child
one,
was
and
removed?
I'm still trying to, get back on my feet
Okay,
without
all right,
the
ma'am.
drugs.
But
I'm
they want
trying-
her to be off the drugs.
I am off
I
the
know
drugs.
she's unable to tell me why they won't give the
I
child
told
back.
you the reason
so it
why.
sounds like it's drugs, and they're not convinced she's off yet.
Your Honor, can I
Yeah,
speak
no.
on that issue? I'm
Stand up,
involved in
sir,
that.
if you want to talk. What's
Yes,
your name?
my name is Ron Budzinski. Amanda's a friend of mine. Her father works for me.
He's her sugar
Amanda-
daddy.
He's her sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Amanda
What,
does
my
not
friend
have
who
a
helps
court
me?
case pending. It's a voluntary surrender
She
of custody
doesn't
to
have
her
a
daughter.
court
It is
case
not
pending.
involved in the courts. It's a voluntary matter between her and her mother. And Amanda is not doing drugs. She's enrolling in school and moving her life forward.
Good.
There is no issue with the police or DHS or anybody
anything.
withholding her child from her.
Let me just tell you.
I'm involved in her day-to-day life.
Sir, you said
Lately,
something. Sir,
Daddy.
you said something different than she did. She said she was waiting on her court date, and she also said she was fighting with her mother to get the child back. Thank you. Let's get to the. You want to respond to the allegations that you were holding her down and fighting her frequently before we get to the car damage.
I was up cleaning my bedroom, and she was sleeping. She woke up in a bad mood, and she ended
Mind
up
you, at
picking
5
up.
o'clock in the morning, he's cleaning his bedroom.
She ended up picking up a
Let him finish.
12-pack of soda and busted me upside the head with it. Split my eye open and gave me a black eye. She punched me in the face, and then she kicked me in the down bottom, in the crotch, and everything. And then me and my mom both asked her numerous times to leave, and she wouldn't. So then I started taking her stuff out to her car, and she kept on bringing it back up. Then finally, the third time, we ended up calling the cops, and then I started tossing her. The third time she brought her stuff up, I started tossing her stuff down at her car.
You're referring to the incident on the car damage, right?
Right.
All right.
Yes,
I was giving you a
separate
chance to
night. No.
respond to some of the other things that she was referring to. Get to the car that you're suing him about.
Okay, so we were upstairs, we were arguing about the whole thing, about drugs again, and, I wouldn't share with him, so he ended up getting upset.
I worried about
I was trying to get my stuff. We were still arguing. He ended up picking me up, like bear hugging me over to he lives on the second floor. We walked over the stairs and he ended up like dropping me. So I caught myself halfway down the stairs. And once I went to go grab my stuff off the porch, I reached for my cell phone to call 911. And I'm trying to, grab my stuff. So once I did, I went downstairs. I went to go get my stuff. I'm picking it up off the ground, and he comes over and he's talking to me and everything else, yelling at me. And then we go back over to the car. I'm trying to get in the car now, just trying to leave, throw stuff in. He runs up, jumps on the hood of my car, kicks my windshield in. So now I had to drive 3 miles to the nearest store with a broken windshield at 10:30 at night.
Do you have an estimate for the damage?
I do. I have all of the
Sir,
receipts of everything.
You sound like you're saying that the windshield was damaged by you throwing her items out of the window?
It was already broke before that.
tossing her stuff down at her car.
Right, that's what caused it?
Yeah, some of the items.
Some of the items landed on the windshield.
Yes.
Now, let's get to the emotional distress you're suing him for. How so?
Everything. I haven't been able to work pretty much since my windshield's been smashed because I have to have transportation. There's no public transportation.
He has no license.
Gas costs
we
$2.5.
don't have-
Ask her to leave. Put her out.
We don't have public transportation.
Let's move on, ma'am. Emotional distress is only for you not having transportation.
No, there's
What
a
else?
lot more. He threw me down the stairs.
Oh, Your Honor, I did not throw
You
her.
have the
Okay, he
police report?
tossed me down the stairs.
I did not
You
toss
have
her
the
down the
police
stairs.
report?
No, they won't give it
They
to
won't
me.
give you a report.
They won't. I'm serious because it was not actually in.
And they didn't prosecute
They
him.
didn't prosecute
Why
it because
not?
he wanted to try to sue me for trust. Or
What does that have to
get me
do
for
with prosecuting him? Man throws you down the stairs. He
did not
maliciously
throw you down.
destroys your
Do it.
property, and you say that you can't prosecute him because he
I
wants
tried.
what?
They were trying to get me for trespassing. So I would have been the one going to jail for trespassing.
No,
He would have got fined.
no, ma'am. Trespassing does not preclude you from filing charges that you've been assaulted, your things
do.
discarded, your property maliciously
Your-
destroyed. Let's get to the counterclaim,
I tried getting her
$2,000.
for
Sir,
assault.
$2,000 for harassment. For
Please.
what?
Honor.
For what?
Yes.
Because she physically abused me
When?
when all this stuff was going on.
Prove it.
Prove it.
Yes. Why do you keep saying the same thing I'm saying?
Prove it. She busted me upside the head with a 12-pack of soda.
That's your proof, is your testimony?
That's my testimony.
All right. Ma'am, I'm going to grant you your judgment for the car damage, $300, and I'm going to dismiss your claim for harassment. You're unable to prove it. Have a good day. $300 for the plaintiff. Have a good day.